Welcome to Your Health, where we explore the latest in health across the country. I'm Erica Cardenas. Diabetes impacts millions of Americans, and the numbers are on the rise. So today we're talking about ways to cope with and prevent diabetes. But first, let's take a look at what's coming up on the show. A company providing peace of mind when it comes to health insurance, plus ways to set yourself up for a successful retirement, and getting the smile of your dreams. All that and more coming up on Your Health. Diabetes is considered one of the world's top public health problems, and with numbers increasing, education is key. We spoke with Dr. Shad Marvasti to get some insight into this prevalent disease. In America, someone is diagnosed with diabetes every 17 seconds, and more than 37 million are suffering from this chronic disease.
There's two types of diabetes. Type 1 diabetes is when there's autoimmune destruction of the pancreatic beta cells. These are the beta cells of the pancreas that actually produce insulin. So your body actually doesn't produce insulin. So you need to get injections of insulin because you don't have any insulin. That actually only accounts to about 5% of all the diabetes that's out there. 95% of all the diabetes that's out there is actually type 2 diabetes. In type 2 diabetes, your body produces plenty of insulin, but over time, because of high levels of blood sugar from eating a number of processed foods or foods that have simple sugars without enough fiber, you basically get resistance to insulin.
Dr. Marvasti says think of insulin resistance like the shock absorbers on your car.
When we keep hitting with these high blood sugar levels, high insulin levels back and forth over and over again, the resistance happens, and basically your shock absorbers get shot and you're no longer able to lower your blood sugar levels. And from that comes all sorts of complications.
According to the CDC, there are about 96 million people in the U.S. who are pre-diabetic, and many of them are undiagnosed.
Which is why it's so important to know your numbers. It's very simple to do a simple blood sugar test. Ask your doctor for this test. One test is to do a fasting blood sugar. And so basically you'll be fasting for at least 8 hours or 10 hours optimally, greater than 126 or greater fasting, then you're in the diabetes range. And then the other one is to look at your hemoglobin A1C, which is basically a calculation of the average blood sugar that you have over the course of 3 months. There's a pre-diabetic range and then there's a diabetes range, so you can also check that. Both of these labs can be available and covered by most insurance.
Knowing your numbers and the symptoms of diabetes can help you get ahead of this disease. The Mayo Clinic says symptoms may include increased thirst, frequent urination, increased hunger, unintended weight loss, fatigue, and blurred vision. And uncontrolled blood sugar levels can lead to complications.
Not controlling a blood sugar can have a number of different consequences and cause inflammation, which increases the risk of narrowing of your arteries, atherosclerosis, leading to increased risk for heart disease, heart attacks, and strokes. They can also get caught in the small blood vessels that feed your eyes, which is why diabetes is the leading cause of non-congenital blindness. Diabetes is also the number one cause of kidney failure, and they can also cause lower limb diseases because of poor circulation.
But the good news is you can change your outcome by simply changing your diet and lifestyle.
The best advice to stay healthy is to work on your diet, number one, because 70% of our diet is unfortunately these frankenfoods, processed foods. So start by eating real food, eating whole grains, eating healthy fat, and avoiding simple carbs and simple sugars. Beginning to be physically active as well, because that also helps us with maintaining optimal weight and lowering our blood sugar levels. So I really think that if you can make those changes, and if you can hang on for at least 3 weeks, about the same period of time that it takes for your taste buds to change over, then you're going to get accustomed to the new diet and your blood sugar will come down. So I think, this is a really good case in point of how food can be used as medicine.
Blue Cross Blue Shield of Kansas has been providing insurance to their community for 80 years, and it's their commitment and compassion that has been their guiding force all these years.
To give you a brief overview at Blue Cross Blue Shield of Kansas, we are the largest insurance provider in the state of Kansas. Our members are our friends, our communities, and the coworkers that we work with day to day. We offer the largest network of providers, giving our members peace of mind that when they are seeking care, that they have the ability to choose that provider that is right for them. Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Kansas is different than other insurance providers because Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Kansas is the only local insurance provider located in the state of Kansas. We care about our members and the communities in which we serve in ways that no other insurance provider can or will. We're invested in the health and well-being of not only our members, but also the Kansans through our charitable contributions and our community sponsorships. Additionally, Blue Cross and Blue Shield is a not-for-profit mutual insurer. We work for our members, not for shareholders. Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Kansas customer service team is an award-winning team that has been recognized for providing world-class service year after year. They're Kansans serving Kansans. We are proud of the work we've done over the past 80 years. As the state's largest payer, we bring our providers a steady stream of revenue through good times and through bads. We pay our providers fair and sensible rates, and we reward them for bringing great quality care to the state of Kansas. We support our providers through world-class customer service by paying accurately and promptly every time. As a not-for-profit organization, we're required to operate for the benefit of the public good. Any money we have, we reinvest it in the company or the communities in which we serve. Our members expect a strong and stable company, and it is our duty to maintain the resources necessary to pay our members' claims and to provide resources for our providers, especially when the unexpected happens.
The cost of having diabetes is steep. 1 out of every 4 healthcare dollars in the U.S. is spent on diabetes care, which adds up to an estimated $327 billion annually. Stick around, we have more Your Health coming up. Advice on getting financially fit for retirement, and new programs to help make families stronger through education. Education is at the heart of the East Bay Regional Coalition. They're protecting our youth and communities by providing prevention strategies for substance abuse and mental health awareness.
Mental health awareness training is crucial to our communities. We're living in a society that we have a lot of people who struggle, and it's important for us to be able to identify those struggles and to have the tools to respond to the people having those struggles, whether it's a family member, it's a friend, a colleague, or just a stranger. The East Bay Regional Coalition has a multitude of mental health trainings, and now we've got one for aging adults and one for teens, and eventually we're looking to do one for parents. So whether it's something that you're experiencing yourself or it's something that you're seeing somebody else experience, I just think being equipped to handle those situations is vital, especially in today's environment. When asked who's a fit for these trainings, everybody's a fit for these trainings. What's really cool about this program is that it's mobile, so we can go anywhere and we come to you. One of the really important things too about mental health awareness is the stigma. What this tries to do is reduce that stigma, and if we can start going out and not being as judgmental and not placing these labels on people who are having struggles, we're going to be a much kinder community.
So the InShape program is a prevention program designed for college-age students to look at their physical fitness and their physical lifestyle compared to also their alcohol consumption, nicotine usage, as well as it looks at their diet and how it all kind of correlates together. The program is a 45-minute informational session, whether it be virtual or in person, where participants will sit down with me, go through an educational piece on why they need to be living a healthy lifestyle. At the end of it, they'll sit down and create a goal plan and kind of evaluate where can they make improvements.
The East Bay Regional Coalition has some great programs for families with teens. One example is the Strengthening Families program. It's an incredible class where we wind up teaching families how to communicate better with their youth and how the youth can actually get what they want out of life. The program is actually offered remotely, so you can actually do it from the comfort of your home. You don't have to come see us. All you have to do is wind up clicking a link. The program was designed for families with youth who are at risk, but what they found is that any family can wind up benefiting from the program. Like all of our programs, Strengthening Families is at no cost to any of the participants. When you wind up joining the class, you wind up clicking a link which will take you right into one of our Zoom sessions. You'll be able to meet other families who are also learning with you. What we wind up doing is we go through a number of exercises. We work on mindfulness, we practice the skills that we wind up learning. We're really trying to form a connection. It's not just a class. All families can struggle sometimes, so what we try to do is create a safe environment where families can come together and we can learn from each other.
To access InShape or register for any of our virtual classes or any of our in-person classes, all you have to do is go to eastbayprevention.org, and from there you'll be able to find a good date and a time that works for you to take the class.
Retirement is a goal for many. It's a time to relax and enjoy our later years. But being financially prepared is an important factor to making our retirement the best it can be.
Crescent City Retirement Group is a registered investment advisory firm. We specialize in retirement planning. Really, all aspects of retirement planning. We take our clients to and through retirement and all that entails. Our mission is to be a partner for our clients all through their lives, from, like I say, from to and all the way through retirement. We have some specific areas that we focus on as it relates to retirement planning, and things that we consider to be paramount to a successful retirement plan.
The reason why it's important to get professional help to make your retirement plan, there's many different reasons, but probably the most important thing is preparation will actually provide you peace of mind in your retirement. The last thing you need to be worried about is, am I going to have enough money? But we can help you prepare and come up with a nice plan that tailors to your needs to provide the income that you want and provide that retirement that you have been working your whole life for.
So there's really 5 key areas that we focus on to develop a sound retirement plan, and they are estate and legacy planning, healthcare planning and investment strategy, income planning, and taxes. And so within those 5 key areas, they all really work together. Under estate and legacy planning, we want to make sure that all of their estate planning documents are in good order. The idea with retirement planning is to have that plan in place, whether you're in your 30s, your 40s, your 50s, and let me just say, typically, people don't start thinking about their retirement plan till probably in their mid to latter 50s.
Some of the common misconceptions that people hear when they hear retirement planning are they think that retirement planning just means saving up money in a 401k or putting away money for the retirement. There are a lot of different things that go into a retirement planning. So you need to find someone who can handle your money with an advisor that you can trust, that you can talk to, that you can sit across the table from if you're able to, and someone that you know is going to take care of your needs.
So if you carve your retirement plan out at any age, and you start working and start seeing where you're at and where you're headed, then it really is, as I say, it's very liberating, and the sooner the better, right? Because we're never going to be any younger than we are today, and so why not get organized and see where we're headed?
As we mentioned earlier, knowing your diabetes risk is crucial to trying to prevent the disease. The American Diabetes Association has an easy online test to determine your risk. Head over to their website to check it out. Here's what's coming up on Your Health. A group trying to fight fraud and scams associated with Medicare and achieving the smile you've always wanted. Medicare fraud is rampant in the U.S., and Senior Medicare Patrol is educating the community about how these scams can impact lives.
Senior Medicare Patrol, or SMP, is a federally funded program of the Administration for Community Living. SMP's mission is to empower and assist Medicare beneficiaries, their families, and caregivers to prevent, detect, and report healthcare fraud, errors, and abuse. We empower all through outreach, counseling, and education. We are a free resource to you, and every state has an SMP program. In Louisiana, Mississippi, and Georgia, the Senior Medicare Patrol program is sponsored by AdviseWell, Inc. Medicare fraud is a big problem in the United States. The federal government estimates it loses anywhere from $60 to $100 billion every year to fraud, waste, and abuse. Therefore, it's important that we reach the Medicare beneficiaries, their families, and caretakers so they know they can reach out to SMP if they ever think they've been a victim of Medicare fraud or healthcare scams. There are several ways we reach seniors. For example, we go out and give in-person presentations to groups, exhibit at events, and work one-on-one with Medicare beneficiaries. We provide educational opportunities for beneficiaries at places like senior centers and independent living facilities. We are also available to speak to church groups, social groups, and other organizations. Our presentations typically last 15 to 20 minutes, and we allow some time afterwards for questions and answers. We provide educational materials and giveaways to the attendees. We also schedule virtual presentations for groups if they prefer. When Medicare beneficiaries, caregivers, and family members bring their complaints or questions to us at SMP, we make a determination about whether or not fraud, errors, or abuse are suspected. When fraud or abuse is suspected, we make referrals to the appropriate state and federal agencies for further investigation. As you can see, SMP's mission is very important, but we are a small program, so we rely heavily on volunteers to help us educate beneficiaries in all 3 states. Therefore, our volunteers receive training to give presentations on Medicare fraud and scams, attend community events to help spread awareness of the SMP program, and participate in monthly webinars. In summary, Medicare fraud can wreak havoc on you personally and to the Medicare program. That is why it is very important to remember that Senior Medicare Patrol is here to help you. We are a free resource to you. Our toll-free number is 1-877-272-8720. You can also visit stopmedicarefraud.org to get more information and browse through our videos and podcasts. For volunteer opportunities, you can also call 1-877-272-8720 or visit our website. By working together in Louisiana, Mississippi, and Georgia, we can help our Medicare beneficiaries empower themselves. Stop Medicare fraud today by working together with SMP.
Your diet is a powerful tool in fighting diabetes. One simple thing you can do is swap soda for water or unsweetened coffee or tea. Research showed that this swap can reduce a person's risk of death from type 2 diabetes by more than 20%. Don't go away, we have more Your Health coming up. Ways to achieve a perfect smile in just a day.
Watch Creative Living only on YourView. Check your local listings for air times.
If your smile doesn't look as good as you'd like, the experts at New Teeth Now can help give you the smile you've always dreamed of having.
The main reason that I got into not only dentistry but oral surgery, not only is it my passion, but honestly the fact that we can really help patients in such an extreme way. Here at our New Teeth Now Center in San Diego, we specifically specialize in reconstruction and giving patients back their teeth in the same day.
And I mean, just instantly. It's like I went there with no teeth and now I got teeth. It's like, how does that happen?
We have a center where not only you have oral surgeons trained in surgery doing your procedure, but at the same time we have trained lab technicians in-house. We have general anesthesiologists to help you with your anesthesia. And we're able to bring everything in-house to recreate patients' smiles.
I don't have to worry. I mean, I can smile, I can laugh. I don't have to worry about a gap in my tooth or a crown falling out. It's brought me back, and I'm so thankful for that.
Our specialty really is zygomatic implants. Zygomatic implants specifically have been around for many years, but it takes very specific training to be able to place these. And mainly, if you've been trained in oral maxillofacial surgery like I am, where you've done jaw fractures and cheekbone fractures, the implant itself specifically is placed actually in your cheekbone. And it's a very specific implant that bypasses the need for grafting procedures. This procedure allows us to really deliver teeth to patients who otherwise have been told they would never receive teeth in their life.
Having new teeth now is a revelation, to be quite honest with you, from where it was to where I am now. The health issues I had have gone, and I feel a lot better in myself than I've ever done for many years.
For people out there that have been told by their dentist that there's really no hope for them to get teeth, we are literally here to say that it is not true. By having these specific implant procedures, we're literally able to deliver teeth to patients that have just been told it's not possible.
I remember being in the dentist's office and the lady said, one day you're gonna lose your teeth because I had periodontal disease. And I was like, I'll just keep brushing them and, do all my maintenance, it'll be okay. It got more loose and more loose. Kept seeing the commercial saying, new teeth now, new teeth now. I was like, that's what I need now.
Thanks to new teeth now, I love my smile. I don't even feel the different, and it's natural. And I'm always smiling, and I love it. The proof is right here.
For our patients who have been apprehensive about coming back into dentistry, we want to tell you that we are the premier center to take care of you here. We want to make sure that we're well taken care of from the first minute you call us to the minute you come and meet us for a consultation.
To me, it was just worth it. I have a smile, I have confidence, I'm more relaxed around people, I can talk and smile, and I just feel much better about myself.
Thank you for joining us on Your Health. We hope you have a happy and healthy day. See you next time.